Morning traders, Joseph here from Eightcap. So overnight it was pretty clear that risk was the primary asset that was being sought. Stocks and risk currencies had a good night, and we'll get onto the US indexes in a moment. But we'll just start with currency. So we're looking at the Aussie now. So after that rate hold yesterday, the Aussie continued to go up, and we saw a very strong 0.69% gain. The next pullback will be the true test to see what happens now after this support point. The euro finished lower last night, and the pound continues to maintain this support level. So that is quite a key level at the moment on the short to medium term. You can see a range developing at the moment. Price is still so at the bottom of the range. I'd like to see buyers push a case a little bit higher to the midpoint, maybe to the top. You can see the moving averages there. There is just absolutely no momentum whatsoever. It's nearly a straight line across. So definitely just watch the pound, but we wouldn't be looking at any long or short bias just right now, as we do still have, it's still marked that as a bit of a trend break, but it is holding from the support levels. So we want to see a new higher low to sort of suggest that buyers were cementing a bit of a footprint here. Now gold was one of the big losers overnight as stocks roared back, and we can just see here this new second day extension lower, and we can just see how far that dropped. It's 2.55% in 2 days, and we saw a very strong decline last night of just over 1.5%. Now what we can see here now is a pretty solid trend break. So we have support just around where it's sitting now, yet to be confirmed, and we have further support down at 1545, 1546. So I want to see what happens in between these two areas with buyers, and if they're able to set up a low or not. Just remember that if we do have a nice sharp counter rally, that's pretty normal in a new trend break. Sometimes those sharp counter rallies can be about bull traps, and they're followed up by quick selling after that. So just keep an eye on gold, but just remember we are in a medium term uptrend for sure, but this is an interesting situation now, so we want to give that some time before thinking it's going to start a new move higher. So just keep that in mind, that break there. Now on to US indexes. We'll just have a quick look at the ASX. The ASX had a beautiful night last night, jumped yesterday and into last night's overnight session, and we saw a very healthy 1.33% gained. This morning things are a little bit flat, but the ASX 200 is sharply higher. Now we'll just go over to the German 30. European stocks had a very solid session last night. We can just see the buying there, and this was across on the UK 100 and on the CAC. So it really was a strong night for equities. And we'll just get on to the Nasdaq now, the NDX100. The Nasdaq jumped 2% yesterday. It was the best performing US index. The VIX, which we saw some really solid gains on Monday, came off 10%. So it's just a reflection of when traders are back in risk, the VIX can drop off as well. So the main push here, so we can just have a measure of this bar, is 2.76%. Now Tesla was one of the key contributors to this. It jumped yesterday. It's added close to around the 30% mark in 2 sessions. So it's really been driving the Nasdaq. So what we're just thinking about now is, is this a new breakout? Is it a final blow-off extension? A blow-off top? Right now we don't know, but what we do know is we're at new record highs, and we were going to keep a good eye on this one as it really continues to just show no stopping at all. So we can see this week here on the weekly Nasdaq, this new record. So we really want to see if this area here between these two lines comes into support for any future pullbacks. But for now we just have to really settle on the fact that we've got a new breakout, and the trend is continuing for the time being. We can see how it's bounced on the trend line here and set up this move through out above into new records there. So definitely keep an eye on the Nasdaq and some of the key contributive stocks as to how much further this new rally may be able to go. So finally we'll just have a look at oil. Oil's continued just to push lower. Now we can see we did see some buy interests overnight. There was a pretty decent rally during the day, 2.85%, but unfortunately buyers were unable to hold that momentum, and the market pushed lower and turned into a new weekly low and new lows above this monthly point here. So for now, this lower high looks in place, and this, all signs are suggesting the possibility of sellers maintaining their control on the market. But we'll have to just see now, how far sellers can go. Buyers fought back yesterday. At some stage, buyers will come back into the market. If you have a very heavy long market, you just start to get that rolling rotation through stop losses, which does feed buying back into it. But that's yet to be seen. We'll just have to give it a bit more time, as there could be still, a final move lower. And a bit will come out this week as well in inventory data, the US crude inventory, so keep an eye on that as well, if oil is still moving lower, or if it does start to just form, a small piece of basic support. So New Zealand employment came out this morning. Employment change came out flat, but unemployment dropped, so it did give the NZD a bit of a boost, and but it has started to fade at the moment. And then around midday today we have Governor Lowe from the RBA speaking, so keep an eye out for that if you are trading the Aussie dollar, have AUD positions. So that's it for now. I hope you have a fantastic trading day, and bye for now.